southern man, daughter of a freedman, children of the Civil War. Blackbird on a limb, both of them diving in deeper than they've been before. And down a red dirt path, covering their tracks, strangers in the light of day. Can't fight it, can't stop, and if they get caught, it's gonna be hell to pay. So baby, meet me down by the rolling oak river, where the cool dark water meets the full moonlight. If we can sneak away, maybe we could be together. Can't nobody stop love tonight. Didn't know they'd been followed down through the hollow till a hand grabbed her by the arm. Blood's thicker than water, but even his father ain't never gonna do her no harm. And whiskey on his breath, they were scared to death, and he was meaner than the devil himself. It was him or them, and you can call it a sin, but the Roanoke River won't tell. So baby, meet me down by the rolling oak river, where the cool dark water meets the full moonlight. If we can sneak away, maybe we could be together. Can't nobody stop love tonight. Stop this love. Can't nobody 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 stop this love. So baby, meet me down by the rolling oak river, where the dark water meets the full moonlight. If we can sneak away, maybe we could be
So welcome back to Outdoors with the Morgans, coming to you from wild and wonderful West Virginia. I came down here to the property early this morning. Yesterday I loaded up the BX with the brush hog, some 15-inch culvert pipe, got everything chained down and strapped down. It's about 2 hours and 20 minutes without a trailer, probably about 2 hours and 40 minutes with a trailer, but it was a good trip this morning. I just wanted to come down here, get my pipe down here. I brush hogged this little area right here by this power line. Didn't exactly do a fantastic job, but there's a lot of big rocks and goonies in there. I just wanted a spot to get this pipe off the road. I may even put a culvert in here as well. This is not going to be where the driveway is, but this is a nice pull off right here. At some point I may do that. The driveway goes in up the road there about, I don't know, 350, 400 feet. We'll ride up there and take a look at that. But the property line starts about where my trailer is. Goes up in the woods that way and over. But yeah, it's a pretty nice day. It was drizzling a little bit when I got here. I wasn't sure what it was going to do, but the sun's trying to peek out now. Now later this week I have a excavator coming, a Kubota BX23S from Garrett Rental. It's probably about 20 minutes, half hour from here, and we'll get started on the driveway. But this is going to be quite the undertaking, but I'm really looking forward to it. Every time I come down here I get more and more excited. We'll hop on the BX here and run it up the road. It would be nice if I could get this off the road up there, but I don't think that's going to be possible. I think first step is an excavator and some tree work. You'll see what I mean here in just a minute. This is where I'm planning on putting a driveway, although I just found something that I didn't want to see. I did a one call. Here's my lines I painted on the road here, up past the tractor. This would be like center line of driveway, and it's showing here orange is telephone, I believe. Yep. And red is electric, which this is going to present a little bit of a problem because I know neither of them are very deep. I'm surprised that there's electric line buried in here. I'm gonna have to make some phone calls and see what I can figure out, because electric's on the pole right up there. There's hardly any houses on this road at all, and who knows when this line was put in. And it would have been nice had they put a couple of them in here, so I could see that it's staying up on the bank some. Yeah, I need to find out how deep they are, because to put the driveway in the right way, you know, you want to come down off the road a little bit and then up. You don't want the driveway to come straight down onto the road and have water coming from your driveway out onto the road. It looks like it's up far enough out of the way of my culvert pipe if it stays up on that bank right there. I don't know why they didn't put any other flags. I'll have to figure this out. Little minor setback here. Kind of weird too, because I have been looking for like telephone pedestals and things like that all along here. Haven't seen a one, but I guess that doesn't mean anything. But anyway, right now we're going to take a hike up in the woods there, and we're going to pull some memory cards for some trail cameras. I haven't done that for a couple weeks now, maybe a week and a half, so we'll see what's on them. So we're up in here about, I don't know, 75 yards so far. But this is going to be quite the undertaking here. where I want the driveway to go. It's going to come up. It's nice and flat up in here and have like a big circle drive where I can come in with the trailer, loop right around. I mentioned before, you know, my initial thought was I wanted to get way back in the woods, but I don't think I really need to. I think this would be a great spot for a cabin right up in here. It'd only be about 150, 200 yards from the road, maybe. Maybe not even that far. I grabbed one memory card so far. I got another camera out here about 100 yards or so. If you've seen the other videos from down here, this is all the red pine in here. If I had to guess, there's probably 15 acres of the red pine, probably 15 acres of white pine, and the rest is hardwoods up that way. All right, I grabbed both memory cards, replaced them with fresh ones. We'll take these ones back down to the truck and see what we got. All right, we're back down here at the tractor. I got the phone numbers off the flags. Once I get to better service, I'll make some calls, figure out what we're going to do here. But the plan is this one maple tree right here, take it down that direction, because like I said, I got the power line up here, and this would be where the driveway goes. So I really like this trailer, but loading this BX on it is a little bit sketchy, to say the least. These ramps, you know, they slide in, but that's all the further they go. If you can see my tire tracks right there, you only get about half a tire on the ramp. Starting to look like rain. Actually feels like it as well, so I got the tractor all chained down before it does. This is a little better than the way I hauled it down. It wasn't bad, don't get me wrong, the way I hauled it down, but I had that pipe on here, I had chains on the front, straps. It was kind of a whole hodgepodge of stuff. It was nice and secure, but this is the way to go. 4 corners, binders on each corner. It's not going anywhere. So wait till you see the buck that I got on trail camera up here. That's a pretty nice one. West Virginia is not known for real big bucks, but this county, Preston County, I think is one of the better ones. And that's a real big buck for where we live in Pennsylvania. I know they're pretty common like that in Ohio and other states, but yeah, that's a real nice buck down here. But as I was looking at the trail cam pictures, I had an idea. And this is really, really unlike me, but I just made a couple phone calls. One of our trips down here, I ran into a guy down the road who's got a big firewood processor, and his son does excavating. So I just called him. He happens to be working about a mile from here, and he's going to come over and take a look at this. I may just have him put these culverts in and get across those lines. I'm not sure yet, but I may do that, and the reason is this. I don't know anybody down here. I have a feeling the phone line is with Frontier, and I dealt with them when I worked in oil and gas, and it was a nightmare. It really was. So maybe he's got a few contacts. If he does, and this is something that he's interested in doing, I may just have him put the culverts in, get up off the road a little bit, and then I will take it from there. That's normally not something I would do. Usually I do all this kind of stuff myself, but like I said, I'm not from around here, and it may be the better option. It just might be. So we'll see what he says. So while I'm here waiting for Randy, I was thinking, you know, a lot of people have been asking when I'm going to get a 3/4 ton truck since I'm hauling some equipment. I'm not sure what I'm going to do yet. I don't know for sure. I've been thinking about upgrading, but really a 3/4 ton truck doesn't do me much good. All that would allow me to do would be to haul like the MX 5400. I still couldn't pull the excavator or the skid loader. You need like at least a F450 for those. Those are around 13,000 pounds, and I need a bigger trailer. I'm just trying to decide what to do. So in other words, a 3/4 ton really doesn't gain me much. If I'm going to do it, I need to really step up, and that's a whole lot of money to spend when I don't really think I have to haul stuff down here a lot. Once we get that LT50 Sawmill, heck, I can pull it with a 1/2 ton. I don't know what I'll do. I may get a 3/4 ton. Somebody the other day was talking about the new F-150 Lightning, and I have to admit, they're pretty interesting truck, and I think for the right people it would be a great truck, but absolutely not for me. I was looking at the range on that truck on a charge. I think you get about 240 miles out of a charge. Now, I couldn't make it down here and back on a single charge. If you're towing a trailer, I watched a video the other day, it looks like the range is like 100 miles. Like I couldn't even make it down here on a single charge. So an EV for me is definitely out of the question. But I do think, you know, if you're in a city or not getting too far from a charging station, it might not be a bad idea, but definitely not for me. I think they have a long way to go before they compete with like what I'm driving right now. This F-150 here has the 3.5 twin turbo EcoBoost, and pulling that trailer down here, now it's just a BX, but it's a pretty good sized trailer. I'll still averaging 17.5 miles per gallon. Empty, I get about 20 miles to the gallon coming down here. And with the big fuel tank in here, I can almost drive down here, down and back 3 times on 1 tank of gas. Now, like I said, that Ford Lightning, I don't think I could make it down and back once. Pulling a trailer, I wouldn't make it down at all. I'd be stopped in Kingwood somewhere looking for a charging station. But I think they have a long way to go before they're for everybody, that's for sure. That's just, I wouldn't cut it. I like to just be able to fill up the tank and just go, knowing that I've got a couple weeks worth of gas or whatever. So I got back from Camp Morgan last night about 6:30, but I had a pretty good afternoon. I think I have some things figured out. I met with Randy. He has a excavation business. He lives just down the road from the property, a couple miles. I think I mentioned before I met his dad a few weeks ago. Really nice guys. Now, they don't think there's anything buried there at all, but, you know, we can't just go on that. He's going to make some phone calls. He has some contacts with the power company and the phone company, and we'll get it figured out. But what we think happened there was, and I've never seen this before, I think they put flags for future phone and electric service. I'm not sure, but I think that's what they did. I've made a lot of one calls before, especially working in oil and gas, and I have never seen them do that. Normally, if there's a line, they won't just put one flag. They'll put a line of them so you know where they're going. And I also got an email saying the excavation site is clear. So those flags, I don't know why they did that. I really don't. I don't think there's anyone there, but he's going to make a few phone calls and confirm that. And he has a mini excavator just about a mile from there. So sometime this week, he's just going to throw that culvert pipe in for me so I can get in off the road. And then I will still rent that KX57-5 and go from there on up and build the turnaround, take down all the trees, all that kind of stuff. So I think it'll work out pretty good. So that's the plan. But I have never seen that before. Flags in for future use. Maybe that's what they did. I don't know. But Randy's figuring it out, and we've been talking. But I think that's about it. I appreciate y'all being here, and I will catch you on the next one.